Hello, y'all. Khaled the Weaver here. Before I begin, I'd like to say thank you for commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. They mean a whole lot to me. Today will be a little different. What this video today, I will walk you as to how to make an unk. The unk I'm going to use will be for the handle of this wicked plant hanger. The plant hanger is just about done. That's why this one right here will finish the whole process. Once I connect the handle to the bottom of this basket. Now, some people say that look like a crown. It could be. Do you know any head that's that big? Your head, my head? Oh, I know a person, Shaquille O'Neal. His head probably big enough to fit this one. Look at that. Just imagine Shaq wearing this crown, the king of basketball. The first thing I'm going to do is measure my twine. Not my twine, but my rope. That's the first thing. I'm going to measure my rope. This will be on the base. I'm going to leave a little hanging right here, about 2 inches for the base. And then this is going to be how high I want it. And then I'm going to give it a 6 inch higher for the unk. The unk going to be from here to there, where my hand is. And then from here, I'm going to make the arm extended for the children right here. And then I'm going to do the womb for the opening on the top. And then I'm going to take the measurement from here, hold up, to there. Basically, it's just a idea of what it will look like and how much material I will need to create that unk. Basically, this is what it might look like right here. And then extend out over here. This is about how much rope I'm gonna need right here. This is how much rope I'm gonna need to make the unk. I'm gonna take my scissors to cut it. I'm gonna use fire, my lighter, to burn the tip. I'm lighting it right now. Okay. See, come closer. See how I burn the tip? Now I'm gonna need at least 3 of these rope right here. I'm gonna need 3. Now I have cut all 3 rope. The reason why I burn the tip is because it's much faster. Some can also glue the tip, which is gonna take a little longer, couple of hours. But this, I did it in a matter of minutes, just cutting them and burning them. And I use fire because fire basically is faster, more convenient, and I don't have to wait a very long time. That's why I choose to bond the tip instead of uh, gluing the tip. Now I have all three rope. I'm going to measure it halfway. As you can tell, it's halfway. You have some a little longer, but don't worry, that's okay. Now I'm going to use my twine over here as a marker to let me know when to stop. Once I reach the end of this rope, once I reach the twine, I know that it's time for me to stop twisting the rope. Oh, wow, I messed up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cut this up and I'm going to tie it again. Okay, I'm going to leave it right here. Now, this is going to be the womb of the ankh, which is the opening of the female. And I'm going to use the black rope. I mean, yeah, black silver symbolize the people. So I'm going to use the black. And how I'm going to do this is that I will leave an extra about 3 feet of the red so that once I'm done twisting the twine, I can make it a little tighter. Now this is the start of the twine right here. This is the beginning, and this right here, this is going to be part of the twisted twine to make it circle. Come a little closer. See where this is right here. I'm using the stick right here to make it tighter. See it? I'm going and circle right here. Now I'm done twisting the twine for the first step. I'm about to tie the twine so it will not unravel. And how I do it is go I go like this into it and go over it like this, like so. And as you can see right here, how it's overlap it. That's like the first knot. I'm going to undo that 3 times so that it will not unravel. I needed to stay steady, nice and tight, so that once I begin to connect it together, it will not come apart. This right here will be the final knot over here, and I pull it right here, and I use my wooden tool to make sure that it's nice and tight. Use my leg as a level, and there you go. This is the first step. And now the piece that I started back here, now I'm going to pull it so that it can be very tight. The reason why I do that is if there is any small spacing in between, by pulling this rope right here, this twine, it will eliminate any small little gap that you may have. Now I'm going to connect the two sides right here. This is the womb over here, and I'm going to and let me show you what I'm doing. I take this right here, go over this right here, and I'm going to do that like twice. Once I do that twice, I will use my wooden tool to make it tight, and then I'm going to tie it again. Same principle. I'm going to do it slow so you can see what I'm doing and put it over it like so. See the knot I made? I'm going to use my tool to tighten it. I will repeat that two more times so that it will be nice and tight so that it will never come apart. Okay, see, it will never come apart, but I like to make things extra secure. There you go. All right. Now, see how nice and sturdy this is? Very firm. That's the first step of making the unk. Now, I'm going to cut my twine. Let me find the smaller one. I'm going to cut my twine. The reason why I bond it is because it stops it from unraveling. If I just cut it, it will unravel. But by doing it that way, it saves it from unraveling. The black rope is done with, I'm done with the black rope. Now, the red rope, twine, I should say. Again, the same principle. I will use three of these and I will leave extra so that I can so that I can make sure that, you know what, I'm going to put it inside of the womb. Yeah, I'm going to put it inside of the womb. Leave plenty so I can pull on it when that time comes. Like so, and the process is being repeated. The other side, take my twine, go around the leg into this opening, inside of this opening, grab it on the other side and connect it with this so that there's no twine hanging. And continue repeating the same process, weaving it. Now those two sides are done. I'm going to tie them together by making, by tying, putting those two together and make one knot. And I'm going to do a second knot so that it can be flexible while I connect it together. Okay, I'm going to tie them by hand because it's best for me to do it like that when I pull it through the first hole. All right, now watch the transformation. I'm going to I'm going to put it I'm going to put it through here, and I'm going to bring it in this way. But don't worry. Once it's in, you can twist it. It's going to take its own shape, but at the end, you're going to twist it. Let me pull it. You're going to twist it. You can play this video over and over to see how best for you to undo it. And I'm going to do it on that side as well. We'll put it through the womb and use my wooden tool to pull it so that it can be nice and snug. Have that nice and snug look. And I'm going to twist it around and do another knot to it so that it can stay. Like I said, I should have made this rope a little longer, this twine a little longer, but I did not. And it's just going to be shorter, but it will hold. This is a very indispensable little tool. And I'm going to undo one more knot. All right. Okay. Now, see how twisted it is? I'm going to, you have to use some force to apply to make it much better. There you go. This, there you go. It's not the most perfect ink, but it is, the more you do these things, the better it is. Now I'm done with this. I'm going to use the green line to go back right here, to go about 6 inches, well, about right here, and that will be the handle for it. So let me continue. All these excess twine, I'm going to unfold them one by one, so that everywhere and every last one of them is nice and snug. I have the room, I have the children. Now I'm creating the male part, and I'm going to use the green. I'm going to use the green twine to create that. I'm going to go. I'm going to go on the very top right here, the very top where the two meet, so that it can be have the firmness. Now the extra parts, I will show you what I'm going to do with all these extra parts. Repeating the same process over again. All these extra twines, I'm going to cut them off. But before I cut them, I will pull them so that every piece can be in there very nice and tight. Grab my lighter, and there you go. Yeah. Now see how short that is? All that will be buried underneath the green. Now all the long twine have been shortened, and all the upper part are very tight. I will continue extend the ink, and there's one more piece I will cut at the end, because I will use that to pull it so that it can be nice and firm. This is the ink right here. I'm going to tie this arc, but I'm going to give it this final knot, about 3 good knot. And once I'm done with this knot, I will show you what I will do with the unk to, for some reason, number 3 go well with me. A lot of time I do stuff without thinking, and it have the number 3s in it. And this is the final knot right here for this unk. And what I'm going to do with the extra twine, okay, what I'm going to do with the extra twine is pull that extra twine as soon as I find it. There you are. No, that's not it. That's it right here. I'm going to pull it so that if there was any space between, the space is no longer there. Plus, not only that, it provides a nice firmness. Everything about this unk is very firm and very tall and very nice. I will insert this shorter twine into the rope using my block to squeeze it in. Sometimes you have to use a plier to grab the needle. And okay, now is in. Use the plier to pull the needle. There you go. And I'm going to use my scissors to cut it. Now it vanish. Oh, not quite. Need to cut a little bit more. Yeah, now it's finished. Into this, give it that clean finish. Now I'm going to use to use my tool to continue the green. I will use this right here, like this, like so, till I get to the close to the end. Thank you. This is one of 3 leg that will go on the tripod. What color is this? Another short video. I'm inserting the red for the second arm. Liar. All right. This will, I will pull this red one back until this tip vanish into the ruby surf. Now that you don't see it, I'm going to do the second one, which will be the same length with this right here. Hello, y'all. This is the final step for this ankh that I have made, which will be the part of the wicked basket. When it's all completed, I will show you the complete product. Ankh symbolize life continue. You have, I'm tying this, I'm doing the final knot on this tail right here. There you go. Yeah. This is the ankh right here. As you can tell, okay. There you go. You have the female part, the womb, you have the children, and you have the man phallus. Together, they create the Holy Trinity: God the Mother, God the Father, and God the children. This is how Caleb the weaver make a ark, which will go on this basket right here. This will be the arm of the basket. Now you have a preview of how everything going to end. Thank you.